So again, I'm recording my my experience. Today I listened to Gary Vee again, and talking about taking market share and making sure that you're channeling your energy to the right avenues, if you're not on social media, if you're not blogging about what you're doing, if you're not moving forward with your business in the right platforms, you're not going to get anywhere, especially right now with the millennials and the time spent and the attention span that they have. It's definitely part of the business, and going back is still the formula of when your grandparents, when they were they had a small shop in town, and they greeted everybody. They know who it was. They already knew that Sally wanted she likes the steaks, and that Sally wanted an extra sausage on for the cookout because her husband loved it. So they had extra ideas. They had that little extra, that little extra of like showing people that you care. I had an experience. I had a customer that wasn't satisfied, and just a call, you're just making sure that I put it out there. Like it was, hey, I made a call, and I was like, I knew it was like one of those customers that I wasn't, I didn't get the feel where it's like fully satisfied when I walked away from that job. And I was like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better that at that point, when I already asked a customer what they wanted, what if they were satisfied, and they tell you yes. And a lot of people are just like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll take it. And you walk away, and you think it's like, I give her a call, I give her a call a day later, and it was, there was something that she opened up and was able to tell me like, hey, this, I felt like this and this and this and this was wrong. Okay, let me see how I can fix it. And just the fact that I was able to call her and put out that extra, put in that extra mile. A lot of people don't do that anymore. Like, they don't go out there and get to know their customers. They don't know and say that Sally makes that extra sausage for the barbecue. They don't do that kind of stuff anymore. I know it's not a big thing, and it didn't take too much of my time. I just hopped in my car again, went from one job to the other. In between the jobs, I remember about Miss Barbara, and I decided to give her a call. I gave her a call and make sure that she was satisfied. And like I said, she opened up. She told me that she had a couple things that she was satisfied with. So I ended up giving her the next stop. It was gonna be on me. So it went a long way. I know she wasn't satisfied. She might have not never called me again, but now she's got my phone number. Now she's got she did have my phone number. Now she's got that extra feel of like, hey, you know what, it didn't work out this time, but this next time, like, I'm gonna make sure that it was she's 100% satisfied. And it goes a long way, so I think it ties into having the right platform. Ties it into getting to know your customer. Who is your customer? Who's the one that's gonna be picking up your service, or and at what time, when, where, how, what are the needs. When the customer has those needs, it definitely makes a big change on what you're doing. It helps you understand what you're about and what you're doing. So knowing your customer is what I'm trying to get here. If you know your customer, if you know what they're about, if you know what they're trying to do, it's definitely going to help you and your business move forward. And that story that I just told you, it's about admitting what your flaws are and where you can get better at. It's about growing. It's definitely about growing. A lot of people don't see that, and hopefully some of you people can actually look back and see like, hey, what can I do better today? What can I change today? So I mean, I'm all for it. I think it's definitely a something to think about. So Today's 8/30/2017. Just did a job. Customer was satisfied. Now, you guys gotta understand, yeah, it's a small business. I'm getting started up. I'm gonna work as much as I can. I don't have as many clients as I want, you know, but it's great right now because I have a great work-life balance. But I would definitely, you know, put in the work if I get the chance. If my business starts booming, I will definitely, you know, keep you guys updated. And it's all about the people. It's all about people. So I'm gonna put myself out there. Probably put a couple videos. That's my next step. My next idea is actually putting a video. I talked about it yesterday on a video that I wanna you know, make sure that it gets out there, and hopefully I get to reach out to Gary Vee and tell him thank you for being the motivating factor on my on my venture. You know, I took the plunge. I stopped doing it. He talks about do what you're good at. You know, stop. A lot of people talk about like how he says. They talk about like, you know, work on your weaknesses. It'll make you stronger. You know what I mean? Like what, you know, why do that when you you know, have a strength? Forget about the weaknesses and you know, double up on that strength. You know, make it worth it. You know, I'm a great people person. I feel like I can talk to anybody out there, and I'm hardworking. Like, you know, I'm a hands-on kind of guy. So what I'm doing right now, it's definitely, you know, helping me out. Just putting me a perspective of like, you know, doing things the right way. So I'm really excited about, you know, what I'm doing now, and hopefully it turns out well.